And just notice how you're feeling physically, mentally. Just let every exhale gift you some ease, some letting go. We've been moving a lot from our front body. So our front body, in our subtle body, it's our seeing body, our ego, our place of purpose, our goals. And so I thought for today that we would focus on strengthening our back body. From a physical place, this will mean just supporting our habitual patterns, our postural patterns. But from the subtle body place, it means the unseen, the underappreciated, the place of community, the place of grace. Let's take just a few more deep breaths here, in and out of the nose. And just taking up space with the breath. All right, on your next breath in, go ahead and lift your hips, push into your feet, lift your hips, raise your arms overhead. Your thumbs will touch the ground behind you on the earth as the palms face in. Now pull your heels towards your shoulders without moving the feet. And just breathe the front of the hips open without drawing them too taut. And release. Bring your arms back down to your side, hips down. Okay, we'll do that again. This time, arms stay by your sides. Pinkies down, palms face inward. On your next breath in, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Imagine like you're squeezing something in between the legs as you pull the heels towards your shoulders. Push through the backs of the arms. Lift your chest towards your nose rather than popping the ribs and the belly up and out. And as the thighs firm and ignite, just find your breath body. Try to relax the face. Here for 3. Lower in 2. And 1. Go ahead and release. Nice team. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Start to rock and roll the length of your spine. Take your time. And we'll move into all fours, tabletop. So just roll over. You can start the music here if you'd like. Hands and knees. Right, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, broad chest, look down. Extended table, reach your right leg back and up. Left arm forward, thumb to the sky. Level the hips, reach from inner back ankle through left wrist. Pull up out of the earth. Try not to hold the breath. Exhale, lower everything down. Other side, left leg up, back. Right arm forward, thumb to the sky. Shoulder in and back. Level pelvis. Good team. And release. High plank is next. Breath in. Just step the feet back. You can always stay with knees down. Allow yourself just to awaken here. Everything fires. And then shift forward nice and slow, lower to your belly. Draw your arms forward of you, in front of your head. Look a little bit down, palms face in. Push through the tops of the feet, turn the legs on. Now start to lift the chest and the arms. Spiral the inner thighs in so you work more low back than glutes. As you exhale, draw in through your low abdomen. Now hover your feet and your legs. Spinning the inner thighs up, lifting the chest, thumbs to the sky. Sips of air. Reach long from ankles to wrists, wrists to ankles. And lower down. Exhale. Lift your chest, breath in. Exhale, lift your left leg and your right arm. Switch. Exhale, right leg up, left arm up. Chest is up. Switch. Left leg, right arm. Switch. Right leg, left arm. Good, one more time each side. Switch. Switch. Low back should be warm now. Lower everything down. Lift everything up. Inhale. Arms up, legs up. Inner thighs lift. Reach from end to end. Lengthen. Stay floating, cactus arms. Bend your elbows towards midline, behind you. Here for 3. Can you lift up a little higher? For 2. And 1. Plant your palms, come up to tabletop. Now slide your knees out wide, big toes to touch. Push into your arms, ignite the arms. Now sit back into child's pose, reaching the outer glutes back. Head down and then crawl your hands forward, soften. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Close the eyes, just notice. Good, inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here, just long enough to feel the pose. Inhale, shift forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Nice and slow, lower to your belly. Nice, everyone. Cobra is next. So slide your wrists under your shoulders, push through the tops of the feet, inner thighs spiral up. Big toes might even touch. Inhale, lift the chest, Cobra. Now, depending on your flexibility, it might be a low Cobra, it might be a little bit higher. So just play with it. Now we're gonna lift the hands up. Cobra with hands floating. Push through the feet. Nice, team. Stay floating with the chest in your hands. Now take the feet up. So Cobra, everything floating. Inner thighs up so that the low back works, not the buttocks. Here for 3. 2. Hands down, feet down, upward facing dog, inhale. So straighten the arms without locking them out. Pull in through your core, open up the shoulder heads. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, team. Hand shoulder width, feet hip width distance. Drive up through the arms, drive down through the heels. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Feet to touch. Half palm step your right hand in front of its shoulder. Spin your heels to the right. Side plank, left arm high. Try to level hip on hip. If you need to modify, take your right forearm down, because we want to work the QL. So we want the hips lifting, so low back. Here for 3, 2, come back to center on 1. Level the chest, level the pelvis, breathe in. To the left. Left hand steps a little bit forward, heels to the left, right arm high. Squeeze the leg, squeeze the outer edge of that foot. Again, forearm can come down if you need to. Good, team. Exhale, come back to center, high plank. Shift forward, lower to your belly. Knees can come down if you need to. Hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Elbows wide. Push through the feet, lift the chest, breathe in. See if you can squeeze the elbow tips back. Nice, now lift the feet. Inner thighs up, outer thighs down. Elbows back. Maybe even traction your neck and head forward. Push into your hands a little bit. Here for 3. For 2. Hands to like cobra hands, so wrists under your elbows. Lower the feet, lower the head. Exhale. I know, inhale, cobra pose. Squeeze elbows back. Exhale, downward facing, exhale, child's pose. So first come up to all fours. Take the knees out wide, then push into the hands, ignite the arms. Push yourself into child's pose rather than just sitting up back. Widen the sits bones, relax the forehead down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Because we are working the low back, just be discerning with your practice, especially if you get anything underlying going on. Inhale, come up all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, bring both feet to touch. Inhale your right leg high and pause. Reach up and back through the inner right heel. Reach down through the left heel. Level the shoulders and just think nice and long through your torso. Pushing the earth away, lifting up through an active foot and leg. Exhale, foot down. Other side, feet to touch, left leg high, breathe in. Reaching up through an active foot, reaching down through the right heel. Exhale, foot down. Now separate your feet hip width distance apart. Bend your knees and slowly walk your hands to the back of your mat. Nice. Take a squat and then chair arms. So wide-legged chair. Lift the chest. Now see if you can take your belly towards the thighs, think flat back. Stay up more upright if you need to. Now can you draw your thumbs higher than your shoulders without crunching your shoulders to your earlobes? Low abdomen is drawing in as we sit towards the heels. For 3. For 2. And come to standing on 1. Nice team. Walk to the top of your mat nice and slow. Bring your feet to about 1 to 2 inches apart from each other, and then take chair pose. So regular chair here, hip flexors back, arms up, chest up. Toes stay down. Just imagine like you're trying to squeeze the inner thighs even though they're not touching as you sit towards the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to here. Halfway lift and pause. So your hands can stay to the earth or hands towards your shins. Try not to lock out the knees too much. Maybe there's a little bit of a bend. Now focus on this halfway lift. I think this is a pose that sometimes we take for granted because we just transition through it. Let's hold here for a second. Traction your spine long. Slide the collarbones open. And it's almost like you're retracting through the shoulder blades a little bit, trying to lift the shoulder heads apart and up. Breath body. High plank, so take your hands down, step that back. High plank, inhale. Nice, team. Child's pose anytime during class. Shift forward, lower down, nice and slow. Cobra pose, inhale, push to the feet, inner thighs lift. Cobra with no hands, hover. Cobra with no hands, feet up, hover. Squeeze everything into midline, big toes, elbows. Set the feet down, push through the feet, your hands are still floating. Now set the hands down, upward facing dog, nice and slow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Let's flow a sunny with chair. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your chaturanga. But actually, let's take the first one together. So come onto your belly, lower down. Cobra pose with no hands. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Through high plank or all fours, downward facing dog. Breathe out. Inhale, soften the knees, look forward. Maybe lead with your less dominant leg. Step forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. High plank, breath out. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra, hover the palms. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, look forward to the top. Halfway lift is the inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, come on up. Hands to heart to stand, breathe out. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. You can take it to floating cobra hands or take up dog, your choice. Inhale, float cobra or come into up dog. Exhale, move to downward facing dog. One more. Bend the knees, look forward to the top. Forward fold, chair pose, breath in, to stand. To chair, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Your chaturanga. Take it to floating hands, cobra, or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward, top of a push-up. Come down onto your forearms. Elbows underneath of your shoulders, chest broad. Bring your feet together. Now lift your right hip up, so you're just tilting the pelvis. Come back to center, lift your left hip up to tilting the pelvis. Come back to center, take your right hip up. Now stay here or maybe lift your right leg and send it behind you. Push to the edge of the left foot. Come back to center. Heels to the right. Maybe left foot comes up and behind you. Come back to center. Forearm plank. Take these down anytime. Walk your feet forward into dolphin pose just as a transition. So downward dog legs, push to the forearms, hang the neck and head. And down dog. Step it up and back. Glide back, down dog. Or child's pose, anytime. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. self to the top. So nice and slow, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. Now separate your feet about hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to your shins, flat back. Good. Now take your left hand to its hip, and then inhale your right arm forward. Thumb to the sky. Stay here, or maybe try to take your left leg behind you. Extended halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Right hand to its hip. Inhale, left arm forward, thumb to the sky. Maybe right leg comes back. Lift through the inner thigh, extended halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, right arm forward, left leg back. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Other side, left arm up, flat back, right leg back. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Downward facing dog. Breath out. Lift those outer hips up. Stay nice and long through the torso. Push them out away. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Come on up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Push through the feet, squeeze through the legs. Come halfway forward, rocket lunge. Now nice and slow, come into low lunge. Fingertips brush the earth. Pin the right hip in, push through the front heel. Now shift a little bit more forward that you're on your tiptoes of the back foot. Stay here, or maybe you come into halfway lift, hovering the left leg with the right knee still bent. Lift through the inner left thigh. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your right foot behind your left. So you're gonna cross ankles. Exhale, fold with your right foot behind your left. Squeeze into the knees, lift the hips here for just a moment. Halfway lift, breath in, uncross the legs. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right away, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Hands to your hips. Front knee over ankle, squeeze in through the legs, come halfway forward, hinge. Pinning left hip in and back. Nice and slow, tap the earth, low lunge. Start to shift the back foot or yourself forward, come into the tiptoes. Stay here, or come into halfway lift, maybe hovering the right leg, bending the left knee. Lift through the inner right thigh. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Slide your left ankle and foot behind the right, cross the legs, lengthen through the spine, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Squeeze knee to knee. Relax neck and head just for a moment here. Inhale, halfway lift, uncross, find flat back. And then exhale, take a seat. Right, cross your right shin over the left, sit up nice and tall. Let's take a spinal twist. So inhale, sit up. Exhale, twist to your right. And release, come back to center. Twist to your left. Think tall front body as you reach the chest to the side and back. And release, come back to center. And we'll take a fold. So just crawl your hands forward. Stay nice and long from sacrum, low back as you draw yourself forward and down. Maybe close the eyes. Some things that can happen at the same time are moments and experiences of great challenge and small, beautiful moments of something meaningful. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Come back up to center, nice and slow. Switch the cross of your legs. And we'll do that again. Long, energetic spine, and a surrender down. Eyes might close. Some other things that can happen at the same time. A lot of things that are out of our control, but then also a lot of small moments where we're in our power. Deep breath in and out. Come back up nice and slow, team. And then go ahead and lay down. When you come onto your back, draw the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide, so butterfly legs here. And if this doesn't serve you, you can just extend the legs open, but come into butterfly legs. We won't be here too long. Now clasp your hands overhead, palm into palm, or actually let's interlace our fingers. Try to release any gripping through the hips, and then nice and slow, take your arms overhead with the basket grip. Nice and slow. Now try not to shrug the shoulders or pop the ribs up. We're taking a nice stretch here of the shoulder fascia and the hip fascia at the same time, and low back. Arms come up to center, overhead, in front of your gaze, and then again, just draw your arms back and overhead, touch the earth with your fists. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Maybe feel a broadening through the back of the shoulders. Again, arms come up towards the ceiling, and then one more time, just draw your arms by your face, touch the earth. Take a breath. And then release. Release your arms. Use your hands to close your legs. Set your feet about the width of your mat. And then cactus your arms. Nice and slow windshield wiper your legs. So take one knee to the opposite big toe. Maybe try to reach that knee away from its hip. And then switch sides. Tilt the pelvis. Take the other knee to the opposite big toe. Try to reach that knee away from its hip. And just do that a few more times on your own. And then when you're ready to settle and find stillness, we're moving straight away to Shavasana. Legs come out wide and long. Stay with cactus arms. You might lift the chest and sort of slide the shoulders further towards your feet. Come back down, or you can just slide your arms by your sides, but still leave room between your arms and your torso. And for sure, close the eyes. And just notice every surface of your body that's touching the ground. Okay, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and fill up. And an audible sigh. Draw your arms overhead. Find a long body stretch. You might even grab for an opposite wrist and take a little arch to one side. And then to the other side. And just nice and slow, you'll roll to one side. Pause there. And then maybe even slower, come up to seated position. And join me upright. If you're joining me upright, maybe your hands come to your thighs face down, or they might come to center. I bring my hands to heart center in gratitude.